Greetings, mortals, and welcome back.
We are tightening it up today. We are getting things going. We're gonna make some shit happen. It's gonna be good, in theory. We pop over to live scene. We pop over to here. We click you. We don't need you. We go down here. Pop onto you. Start things up. So, when last we left off, we were puttering around in here trying to make things work. And we are going to see what we can do here. In theory, like the issue that I'm running into is that I feel like I have like an angle that hypothetically makes sense and works. I just haven't managed to make it actually happen yet. So the goal for today is to make it happen with the resources that we have available to us. Hey, Free Day. Yeah, I mean we've had two days of this. One of the days. Have we had 2 days of this, or have we? I don't really count the day that I stopped midway through because my brain was completely off that day. Like I was not engaging with the problem at all. So I think we've only had like one actual problem-solving day at it. Though to be fair, some of the other things that we were doing, I wasn't really engaging too much with it either. So we'll see. Hey, look, I'm happy with keeping score. I think that keeping score is good. I'm on board with this strategy. Can I avoid pulling the dragons? No, right? There's no shot that I avoid pulling the dragons. Okay, we've got these. We will hopefully pull them all. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I'm happy to spend a week puttering with this. We'll see how things go as we proceed through here. I don't know if it's going to make a difference that my brain is on today. Like, if we're being honest. My brain's on. I feel very functional. I'm glad I took the day off yesterday. There was no stream yesterday. You can ignore the fact that I was live. There was no stream yesterday. And, excuse me. Whatchamacallit? So we'll see how today goes. We're basically looking for, is there going to be a meaningful difference between me with brain on versus me with brain off? Because there might not actually be. One of the reasons that I was curious the other day whether I was getting frustrated or if I was just tired in some bizarre way that I don't understand is because I do have a bit of a black box where my emotions are supposed to be. And so I'm just like looking at the physical symptoms and going, yes, what emotion are you today? What emotion am I feeling? Let's think about this. Okay, well, it's one of these 6 emotions or it's something new. And I feel like the other day the emotion I was feeling was something new. I don't know what it is at all, but I don't think that it's familiar. It's not like burnout. Let's make our first save. Did we make a first save already? I'm gonna do it. This is a bad idea. Don't do it, but we're doing it. We're making our first save. So next thing we're doing is we're gonna jump over here, and we're going to try to pull this entire thing while simultaneously getting back and down in time to not have to deal with any attacks from those. So we need to get into the green. Something's attacking me, so we're dead. Yes, this Titan got to us too quickly. We're going to try this again. I think the goal is going to be to kill nothing and to just move. Wait. Where'd they go? Oh. Don't mind me. I already pulled them across. I'm looking to pull the other pack. Look, it's fine. Yeah, the gacha stream yesterday went well. I think that it was a good time. As like a stream where I'm basically just like, I'm not actually streaming today, I'm just fucking around. I think we hit some good bits. The decline of writing as like an art form is a particular bugbear of mine, so it was fun to get into the bugbear that I have with that. And yeah, just good time was had by all. Good time was had by all. Nice. That sounds very exciting. I'm concerned about the fact that I'm not seeming to be able to get you to not show up and kill me. I am curious about it. I wonder why. It's because it's an inconsistent number of them is the thing. Wait, seriously? Okay, they hit the ground. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I'm actually gonna stay in this corner this time because I'm curious if I can. No, this corner does not work. Maybe. Wait. No. We're fine. Okay, so this actually works. In theory. We'll see if this thing kills me. This corner's fine. Excellent. I think I had a dream where I was disarming traps in this game. I don't know where I was. I was in some dungeon, and I was like, if I just loot this chest, I'll be fine. And I'm seeing this chest in front of me, and it's reminding me of the dream that I had last night, and I don't think that this chest is going to save me. The next time we save, I'm going to loot this chest. This chest is going to save me. I'm a seer. I had a vision. And this chest, it's going to save me. Don't worry. But we're not going to loot it until we've taken another save. We don't need to worry about what my disarm is. Don't worry about it. My dream has told me that it's sufficient. Because that was a concern in my dream, is do I have high enough disarm? That was a concern. And I had enough. So. Magical thinking is good, actually. This is definitely a take that I will engage with. Magical thinking is good, actually. Okay, let's open this chest. So this what's in this chest is not only openable,
I think we'll need a
but also, in addition to being openable, it will also have the thing in it that we need in order to not die. So, do we have any other disarm items? Can we use other disarm items? We have the maximum that we're going to be able to get, so we're not disarming this. I'm not a seer. There is no such thing as a seer. Shit. Okay, so all we need to do is grab those two and move them across, and then we can actually make attempts on getting the other things over. Oh shit, I forgot. You're really close to the thing, that's why. Okay, don't worry about it, it's fine. So, do I expose myself at all? Maybe not, because this has actually moved a bit. I'm gonna just go back. Okay. Rude. But that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully we got both of them. We can just stand here. We've established that this corner works. They continue to approach. I should get Wizard Eye eventually regardless. Just one of these dungeons is going to have a Wizard Eye thing. Like, one of the low-level dungeons is going to have a guaranteed Wizard Eye. Or one of the wizard dungeons. We'll see. Okay, asshole. Where are you? You even attacked me. Where the fuck are you? You're close enough that I got... Like, I'm getting in the yellow really early. Are you in this hallway just dicking around? Yeah, you are. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, maybe I do need to stand over here. Let's see. Yeah, the Temple of the Dark and the Temple of Dark and Light, the two ones on Evanmorn Island, we'll be clearing both of those either way. Everybody on that island is hostile to us, no matter what faction we're on. Okay, you're going to... Okay, where the fuck did you go? Is there just the one here now? The other one just wandered off somewhere? Yes! Let's go. Do I know more weird well facts? Define weird well facts. Let's see. I know a lot of normal well facts. I don't know that I necessarily know too many that are unusual. Let's see here. I know that in Might and Magic 6, you can use the disease wells to overwrite your disease so that you can cure disease with an infinite duration. That should hold true with any well that causes a status condition. So, there's death and eradication wells. I think there's a well... Let's see, is it... It's not a well, but there's a cauldron that usually causes death, but I think if you're cursed, it gives you like a really big intelligence boost or something like that. That was something that was pointed out to me a while ago by chat. Agar's lab. Not really a well fact, but it's like in the same vicinity. Let's see here. I don't honestly have that good of a head for the wells. I think the most interesting one, I think, is that well. There's a bunch of other stuff that you can do with random wells. Like, there's like, Okay, we're going to reload back to the thing that we just saved, but we're probably not using this save. This save is probably not useful. Yeah, there's wells that kill you or eradicate you, but give you like experience and skill points and things like that are not super relevant to me, and I've never really used any of them to any real capacity. Like the like death and eradication wells. At least in vanilla, you could keep using them after you were already dead. So you could just stockpile infinite EXP or whatever. Or infinite gold or whatever. Like, there's a bunch of weird stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff like that, that the specific mechanics of them have never been relevant to me. Because it's just not this type of cheese that I do, right? I do other types of cheese. I don't do that type of cheese. So, we're gonna die. We somehow didn't die. Okay. Now, I need you to walk by, and I need you to be the last one in that hallway. I really need you to walk on by. So if that one walks by, then we should have a mostly clear path to where we're going. And if it doesn't walk on by, then I have to be concerned that the reason it's not walking by is because it's not following the same behavioral patterns as these other ones. Just in general. Okay, we're going to stand here. The hope is that this works. If we can't get this Blood Titan across, I'm very concerned. We'll see what happens. The room that we're trying to get to shouldn't be too hard to set something up with. The poles are also right next to, like, actual proper corners. So I might be able to lock them into the poles and then get around a corner so that I can just barely see their bodies. Though they are flush with the thing. Most likely, I'm just going to be standing on the exact opposite side of the pole. And the sparks spread out like this. And so I'm just going to be standing directly opposite it. The sparks will spread out like this, and they will miss me. That's my expectation. If I stand a little bit too close or too far, there's the potential that they bounce into me, or they're just not far enough away from me as they go around the pillar, because the pillar is fairly small, that it might tag my my hitbox. I don't know how wide my hitbox is. So there's the possibility that things get a bit iffy with that, but we'll see how it goes. This, by the way, this does mean we're not getting any loot out of this place, pretty much. Oh, Jesus! Okay. That's a problem. Okay, so that means that the enemies are doing a full rotation around this, which means that I do need to find a means by which I can pull them to one of these corners safely. Can I get you to this corner? Is there anybody over there? There's nobody over there. So if I can get one or two to walk into this corner as opposed to 5, that ain't gonna work. They're coming in from the other side too. All right. So what I need right now, I need to hopefully get to here before it arrives, which can be done. And what I'm looking for is for it to walk into this corner like this, but for me to be standing in a slightly different position and for not keep walking out. So let's try this. Again. Let's see. I also need to check if anybody's coming from behind, because if somebody's coming from behind, then this won't work at all. Okay, they are coming from behind. So with them coming from behind, I probably just reload back to this. There's nothing I'm going to do with that save file that's better than what I have on this save file, I don't think. So, this is the save file where we have an enemy right... We have a whole pile of enemies over there. I can't go in there or aggro the dragons. Okay. So we have this setup, but this setup now we have with 14 food instead of having this set up with like 2 food. Let's take a look over here. On this file, have I already aggroed you? This is like identical to the other one. Okay, let's see. So we have a couple here. I don't think we're going to be able to just run in there, but we might be able to if like we get 3 or 4 sparks, or like some of them take a couple steps before attacking. We might be able to get in there. Obviously, that'll only become relevant once we are actually in the phase where we're moving in that direction. Interesting. So you weren't aggroed until I got into the hallway itself. Hey, Celestial. If I stand right here, will you eventually aggro? Weirdly enough, those are gonna aggro like immediately. I don't know what to do about those. The goal is basically to get everybody pulled to a specific location. How many dragons do we have? We have 0 green dragons. That's good news. 0 green dragons means the dragons can be cleared, in theory. But it's just expensive to do it. It would take like 6. So it would take basically all of our food to clear those dragons. Unless I was feeling particularly crazy. So if this works, it's going to be really funny, considering that we spent 50 minutes trying to make this work the last stream, and it just didn't work. Okay, so we got this Blood Titan very low before the others showed up, which is kind of funny. And then all of the others proceeded to be real dicks about the whole thing. Is there a position I can stand in where they will behave themselves? I don't think so. So I can't like engage and then disengage. That's not really a thing I can do, unfortunately. There isn't enough cover and there isn't enough space to do that. So the particular like weirdnesses of the enemies here, like their particular idiosyncrasies are definitely an issue. I wonder if what I need to do is actually go out into that hallway to bait them out into the hallway and keep them rotating back and forth. Like if you do, nope. Okay. Yeah, it didn't start backing off, which is what I was hoping it would do. Because if it starts backing off, there's the potential that I can pop into melee range, hit it, and get it to back away from me as part of a sequence of movements, as opposed to having like a stationary strategy. Unfortunately, this actually was moving the direction that I needed it to move in, and then I just botched it. That was entirely on me. Let's see. No! God damn it! I thought I was close enough. I needed to move. I needed to dive into the corner because it was in position. I'm always worried about like getting tagged by the. Shit. Wait. From that very specific angle, standing in that spot, for some reason, it just like hit an invisible wall, and I'm like, wait, have we found the cheese spot? We have not found the cheese spot. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Man, this corner change has really made my life a lot harder. That was very rude of you. That was very rude of you. But yeah, if we can get just these two cleared, this does help us a lot. If we can get just the one cleared and actually get out, that also helps us a lot. And I think that that's worth investing some energy into. I just need to figure out how to make it happen. And honestly, I think a lot of it's just repetition. I think that there's a decent amount of RNG here. So... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm very curious about the fact that I haven't seen this one engage in the behavior that I'm used to seeing. I don't actually know if I've aggroed the dragons yet. It looks like I have. Okay, so we can't get too close to the dragons. Bad things happen. What else do we do? It's going to be very funny and very sad if we get to that room, and getting to that room does not help us at all. That's going to be the most tragic thing. Those are just like approaching me. And who was trying to shoot me there? I wish I knew why they were behaving this way. They have like a very specific and bizarre movement pattern in here. And I wish that I knew what they were doing. Because if I knew what they were doing, there clearly seems to be some sort of line of sight behavior that's being activated. And when that behavior gets activated, they start doing strange things. Either that, or it's just these hallways themselves. Because these are like these don't have line of sight to me. These are approaching me from around corners and shit. So, and those are definitely not close enough to be in aggro range. Honestly, a lot of those feel like they would be outside of the vanilla like activation range, much less actual aggro. Let's see. What could I do here? We have those two. I'm basically just looking to get that hallway to be clear for like a few seconds for me to get into there. Like, if I could get this hallway clear and have a save when it's clear. Okay, Sparks. Use Sparks. Need you to use Sparks. You did not use Sparks. Oh! We were saved from lethal! That's funny. Okay. So what we're looking for is for the other two to rotate alongside that one. I don't think it's going to happen. They're behaving weird. So we've got that one. Can we get the other one? My big concern is that there's going to be a bunch of enemies that have now moved to take the place of the ones that just left. That's my big concern. Okay, this hallway is completely clear. That person is an inconsistent problem for me. If I stand in this corner, those will approach me. So, we're making progress. Okay, we now have an angle to get in here that just involves dealing with that one enemy. So that's good. We can't dick around for too long. Okay. I don't know why the first one didn't hit, but the second one did. It's going great, actually. We have a save where we have them right where we want them. That's only a slight exaggeration, actually. Shit. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we got too close. That's the issue with this corner, is that if we get too close, we pull the ones on the right side. Do we try to kill that one? No, I don't think we try to kill that one because there's too many enemies in play. So what we're going to try to do is... We're dead. That wasn't a mind blast, so we're dead. You can tell from the audio cue whether you're guaranteed dead or not. But yeah, we just have the one enemy here. And then we basically need to bait the others. Shit. Somehow you didn't kill me. Okay, unfortunately you did kill me on the second wave. But yeah, we're basically looking to bait out a couple of attacks here. We need to have like the ability to putter around while those move for at least like a few seconds. We need a few seconds to get those to move around to positions where they don't have line of sight on me. Which is an issue with this guy here. But let's see what happens. If we can get this enemy to just rotate into position, which almost did, actually. He rotated through the position I needed him to be at. Let's try this again. I think we maybe do kill this enemy. This enemy maybe needs to be killed. Given the current position of this enemy, I think there's a decent chance that we can avoid them going to this wall, and instead have them just come to this wall. The enemies that were approaching from this corridor were fairly consistently not doing this before. And it's so lovely that you walked over there, took that pot shot on me, and then left. I love that for me. So, let's see here. Did you just fully leave, or the fuck are you? How did that hit me? Okay, that just shot me through the wall. So there is another Titan here in aggro range. No, they get sent to the adventurers inn, basically. So what that means in practice is that if they get disintegrated, you can't just like revive them the way that you could if they were dead or eradicated. Because if they're dead or eradicated, you can just keep picking them back up again, right? So in a dungeon, if you're not in a dungeon, then getting fully disintegrated is honestly kind of better for you, because you don't have to pay anything to get them back. Oh wait, no, I think they're eradicated in the thing. Never mind. So you do still have to pay to get them back, but... We are in the green. I'm going to save this under dungeon. We're going crazy. We're saving this under dungeon. We're in the green. The goal right now... Bait you. Bait you. You're definitely on the move. You walked right through there, which is concerning. You're gonna kill me, which is also concerning. But yeah, we're now in a good position, actually. This is very strong. Wait, I didn't actually aggro you. Okay. We need to aggro these. Those dragons don't give a shit about me. Those dragons don't give a shit about me. So we're in pretty good shape here. So as long as this doesn't sparks, we're probably safe. This is very promising, yes. Okay, have you locked yourselves in? You have not locked yourselves in. You've locked yourself in a position that I do not want you locked in. Shit. Okay, given this situation, I think we go to here to save. Can we save down here? We can save down here. We're going to save this under extra melee. We bait an attack. We bait an attack. We bait an attack. Why aren't you... Okay, we just walk forward and hope it doesn't kill me. Okay, well... Loading extra melee. We are about to have this as a spot that we can just kill things in. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's not consistently attacking me, so I'm just going to not worry about it, and we're just going to reload until we get through. Okay. Oh, I can't stand right there. Can I stand on this side? I can stand here. Can you hit me with sparks? Okay, you're not gonna try to hit me with sparks, which is even better. That's what we're actually. That's the optimal thing, is for them to not even think they have line of sight on me. So we go to this side. Actually, no, we can just go to this side. I actually could have dodged that. Yeah, we're going to this side. This is a safer side as long as we don't go directly into there. And yeah, that projectile was fully dodgeable. Okay. Well, luckily I didn't have to dodge that one, because I didn't. That one hit the person who's undead and thus immune to mind blast or psychic shock. I don't think we want to blow an extra save on this. I'd like to have more saves available for the next part. So rather than blow an extra save, we just book it. Because it's not terribly time consuming to set up that other pull. Or that other thing. Okay, we do have some items that we'll be able to actually loot in here, which is great. I was a little concerned that we were basically going to get nothing out of this, but we'll be able to get some stuff out of this. So we're clearing these. Once we've cleared these, I believe... First of all, we're in the green. That's great for us. And then in addition to being in the green, this is now a fully workable location that we can potentially drag everything to. Every enemy that we need to kill, we can drag right to here. So we're going to go over here. We're going to try to pull... Not these dragons necessarily. Let's see if you start patrolling. These dragons are... you're going to be more of a problem, aren't you? Okay, somebody's approaching. Okay, still approaching. Love that for me. Still approaching. I continue to be in favor of this. Okay, you're now in the yellow, so you will continue approaching no matter what. I stand here, and here I believe I'm just safe. I don't think it can get through here, so even before it's trapped, I should be just... Where the fuck are you going? Why are you leaving? Wait, do you know that I have trapped you? What do you... What is the AI in this dungeon? What is happening? This is alien behavior. I've never seen any enemy behave like this in any dungeon. What the hell is this? It's leaving. It's just walking away. I'm in the green now. It went from here all the way out there. It just fully de-aggroed. And now it's wandering off to somewhere. Where are you going? That's not where you came from. You're going to a whole different location now. Because usually when enemies de-aggro, they go back home. They go back to their start location. Like, that's the standard behavior for the enemies, right? They'll just be like, okay, yes, I am no longer following you. I'm going to go back home. It feels like the start location of all the enemies in this dungeon has been changed to be a different place. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not? How did you not shoot me? You know what? I'm just gonna stand in this corner. I don't give a shit. We've burned so much time. I'm just gonna stand right here and it's gonna be fine. And we're not gonna worry about it. Okay, you definitely are gonna kill me here. It's very confusing. Okay, so... Do I want to clear that room first? I don't think I need to, necessarily. I don't think it matters. Okay, we've got several coming. Okay, we got basically that whole pack on its way. Okay, we're out of line of sight. I'm going to stand right here. And they immediately de-aggro. What the fuck is going on with these things? Okay. Okay. Well, some of them are doing what I expect them to do. Some of them are playing nice, and some of them are not. It looks like 2 of the, 17 that were all in the same pack have done what I expected them to do, and the others just wandered off. Which is fine, or whatever. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm still in the yellow. Hello, friend. You gonna approach? No, you're gonna wander off? You're gonna wander off? You're just gonna leave me? You're just gonna fuck off? Into the distance? What is this behavior? And you're just standing there for some reason. Are you stuck? Did you get stuck in the hallway? No. You're just being weird. Why are you being weird? Don't walk away. I wish Malekith was in here. I am so curious about this. Like, is this behavior that was coded into this dungeon by Malekith? Has this always been in this dungeon? This incredibly strange behavior? There's a degree of clockwise and counterclockwise nonsense going on here, but that's not the behavior we're looking at right here is not anything that I've ever seen before. The behavior we're looking at here is all of the enemies in the dungeon, regardless of their start location, seem to have different base locations than their actual start position. So, like, the position that they are going back to is different than the place that they started from. So that's the one thing, right? That's the one component that's to what's going on here. The other thing is that they're fully de-aggroing while they're still, like, in range. They're fully triggering their go-home behavior while they should be still aggroed on you. And I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen a creature fully de-aggro when I would expect it to be continuing to attack me. Like, to continue to approach me. And I don't know what's causing it. It's a very confusing behavior. Like, this thing just retreated. It got in range and walked away. And if I go to here, it doesn't fix that, which makes sense. Because getting... But it does look like they have some sort of thing going on where they recognize that they can't fit through this gap? And so they're just not approaching that gap? And they're not super consistent with it, right? Well, that was rude. They're not super consistent with it, but maybe I should actually deal with the ones over here first. The issue with dealing with the ones over here first is that I'll deal with the ones over there automatically when I deal with whatever ones retreat out of this pack. So I don't really see much reason to deal with them. I could just stand at this corner and see what happens. My assumption is that standing in this corner, they won't de-aggro, but they will just kill me. Okay, unfortunately, I was standing in the wrong position for that. It looks like some of them have de-aggroed. I'm gonna peek. It looks like most of them de-aggroed anyway. Man, this dungeon is going to be a lot more complicated than I thought. We have exactly what we need according to the behavioral rules that I understand to make this work. Right? According to the rules that I know about, we should be done. The dungeon is basically cleared at this point, except for the fact that I don't understand what these new behavioral rules are, and without understanding these new behavioral rules, there's no guarantee that I can get literally any of these killed this way. Because they're just behaving like maniacs. They're just like wandering to random locations and standing there. They're just being weird. Right? Like, an enemy that I was, like, in the process of hitting just fully disengaged and walked back to its start position, except it's not actually even its real start position. It's a completely random point on the map. it's not a random point on the map. It's like it seems like all of the dragons maybe have this set as their start position for some reason. Like it feels deliberate. Like it feels like this place is coded with deliberate changes to like sort of like work within the way that the enemies behave, with the goal being to give them some unusual behavior. And it could be from vanilla, and it could be from this, and I just don't know. Because in vanilla, I wouldn't usually need to pull everything to a room like this, because I can just use the corners successfully, and I can just... The things that I can't kill with a corner, I can just kite. Like I can kill the dragons by just melee kiting them. So, and like there's like there's like pillars in this room that I can use as well. Like there's a lot of shenanigans that I can pull to deal with this dungeon normally. So I mean, the coding that they've got here is definitely letting them do what they need to do to survive. The thing that I'm curious about is I'm curious whether this was implemented deliberately by Malekith or someone on that team with the purpose of making this place harder, right? To make it more of a threat. Because I have talked a big game over time about how this dungeon is not really a particular threat. And I think that's like fairly common understanding of this dungeon, is that it's like the dungeon isn't really as threatening as it should be because of the nature of the dungeon. So I'm wondering if it was made harder by using some clever usage of this stuff for the purpose of making it harder, or if it was something that the original developers put into place to make the dungeon feel more thematic. This is a really big, interesting dungeon with huge empty hallways that it makes sense to think would have some custom behavior for the enemies, because nowhere has big empty hallways like this with gigantic enemies. There's nowhere else in any of these games that has a setup like this. It's entirely reasonable to think that they built in some like custom shenanigans to make it feel like the enemies are patrolling, make it feel like enemies are coming at you from positions you weren't expecting, with the Titans having an activation radius that's just enormous, and things like that. Like, I could easily see that being something that the original developers would have done. Not necessarily to make the dungeon harder, but to make the dungeon feel interesting, unique, and give it like that extra, oomph to it, right? To make it feel special. So I could see that being the case, and I just don't know which it is. Right, I don't know which of those two things is going on here. Is the enemies have... Because I don't know, I feel like the enemies have always behaved a little weird here, right? Let's see. That's true. So enemies do have a bias in a direction. They do tend to have a bias in a direction, especially if they have like a ranged attack or something. They do have directional biases, to be sure. We saw a little bit of that in play, I think, with that Blood Titan that was like only going to the very furthest portion out, and I think that's because it had a clockwise bias. I'm fairly sure that particular enemy had a clockwise bias, and that's why it was behaving in the particular way that it was. The thing is that this behavior, though, is not a movement bias. This is triggering the retreat behaviors in unusual times and having the retreat location just be a different place. Because like when they retreat, when they're done dealing with me, they should be coming into this room. This is the room they should be coming into. All of them have left this room and none of them have come back. Despite the fact that they're not aggroed on us right now, right? None of them are actually coming back here. This one seems to be approaching us. I think this is approaching us. I think this is like the follow behavior, not like a. I don't think this is coming home. This is coming to us. So I'm very curious about how it's all set up. And yeah, you can really just see flat out that it's just approaching us. Okay. But yeah, like this is again another room that like is very. If you can get them in here, this is a room where if you can get them in here set up, easy peasy. If I can lure them into this room one by one, that works too. So maybe we just lure them not into that other room, but we just lure them back in here. The issue is that I can't lure them all in here at once. I don't think. I think if I try to lure them all in here at once, I'm going to get completely obliterated. But I guess we could just save and test that. Because if we just save here, I'm going to grab this because it's like in a weird place where it glitches out the visuals. I'm in the yellow. I'm in the yellow because of other enemies. We don't need to worry about it. So if I save here under danger, then because we're a sixth of the way through the kills that we need. My guess is if we kill this entire pack, like if we just pull all of you and we wait a couple seconds and then we run like hell, and they actually follow us all the way over here, if we can get them to follow us into this room, which we ran too fast, we can get you to come to me here, I think. Maybe not. We can get you to come to me, I think. Yes. So, if we get you to just approach us, we should be able to just block your projectiles with these. And then... Are you still following? You're still following. Kind of. Oh, you aren't following. Interesting. The other thing is that I don't really understand the I'm not quite aggroed, but I'm following you behavior. This sort of behavior here, I don't really understand. I think I need to not break line of sight. Nope, it doesn't help that I didn't break line of sight. It's just going to keep getting closer and closer and closer, and I don't like it. Okay, fine. We got there. Okay, so you should get locked in here. So, nope, you're just going to leave. Okay, why? It's just going to leave. What the fuck is going on in this dungeon? What is happening in this dungeon? Okay, we're gonna just reload. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna go down here. I am gonna try to pull them to the other room. I was thinking that pulling them to that room might be easier to get them to actually do it, but it doesn't seem like it's any easier to get them to approach that room than this room. So we're just gonna make our best shot at pulling you, at pulling you, at pulling you. at pulling you, at pulling you, at pulling you. All the way. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay, we got another one. We got this. This is all golden. Okay. So, I think I know how I need to do this. Oh, we got the green dragon too. That's excellent. I was too far away. I was only hitting it during certain frames of its animation. Okay. So we're in the green. So we just walk forward. My goal right now is to try to clear out this entire pack before we... How'd you clip all the way over there? I want to kill this entire pack. Nope. I was hopeful that as long as I maintained line of sight that it would just keep approaching me, but it did eventually give up. Nope, don't do it. Yeah. Love it. Love that. Alright. So yeah, we'll be able to drag them all. We can just be dragging them all over here. Now that they're all in that room, they're actually in a very convenient place for me to drag them to here from. So this is going to work great for me, I think. So we can clear out the rest of these dragons. I think I will pull all of these dragons before I save again. This is probably going to get us to like 15%. Maybe 16, maybe 17. Like, it's going to get us some percentage. You're really just going to make my life harder than I want it to be, huh? Okay. I will just back away. I hate just doing the back away thing, because, like, it just keeps getting closer and closer to me. At some point, it's going to shoot me. Rude. Very rude. No. Come on. Come on, buddy. I know you look trapped, but I know that you're not trapped, you piece of shit. Like, don't lie to me. Look, I'm the trickster here. You're not allowed to try to trick me. I know you ain't trapped. You can move. You can fucking... Yeah, you can fucking move. I knew you could fucking move. Fucking liar. You lying to me? What kind of monster lies to people? Not me, that's for sure. I'm very honest. Okay. Yes. Please. No. Yes. Come on. Come on, buddy. I'm just gonna stand right here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. If we just don't look, they won't realize. They're gonna go all the way home, aren't they? They sure are. Come on! Come back. Fuck off. What if I go this side? What if I go this side? You happy if I just go to this side? Oh! You know what? In this case, I think that the bias of clockwise versus counterclockwise might actually be relevant for each individual enemy. So for each enemy, we'll have to figure out which direction they have a bias for. Why am I missing so much? I shouldn't be missing this much. Like, it's clearly in range. Okay. So, we're up to probably close to 14% now. I think each of these... I think there are less than 100 enemies in here. So, if we can get a boss killed, that would be nice. Do we think we should loot before we finish or after we finish? Like, there's a bunch of random loot lying around in all these rooms. Should I be looting this stuff before we finish? I think I want to keep the piles of bodies, just because it's just kind of funny to see, like, an entire kill floor of bodies. Though I probably don't need these, because these are not really that relevant. But, like, we could pick up those boots, we could pick up that bow. You know, those boots might be really important. Like, that might give us a huge, huge boost. A huge boost. Okay. Nope. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on! Piece of shit. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that at some point. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we probably have to kill somewhere between 45 and 50 more enemies before we can leave. Would be my guess. Just gonna walk backward continuously until that happens. Even okay, we got a green. These are very dangerous. I'm fundamentally incapable of dodging their attacks, so... Killing the greens is very good and useful. How much food do I have? I need to figure out how many saves I have left in me. Because we have 2 saves there, unless I wait too long and get a weakness proc. I do also have to save before every 3 a.m. As like a guarantee, like every 3 a.m. I need to save the game. No questions asked. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Ooja booja boo boo. Ooja boo boo boo. Ooja boo boo boo. Ooja boo boo boo. Booja booja boo. Booja boo 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 boo. Okay. Okay. Nope. Take a shot. Okay, you're taking the shots and going that way. I'm going to take... Please, shoot me! Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. You can do it. You can... Okay. I believe in you. Come on. Come on. Ooja booja. Booja booja booja. Booja booja boo. Take the shot, buddy. Just take the shot and then rotate counterclockwise right into that wall, buddy. Buddy! God damn it. What if I were to just stand right here? There we go. There we go. Because we established if I stand there, it does set them off. Right? If we stand here, they like all aggro. So I think if I'm standing there, I think I am going to put myself in a bad position to get killed, though. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Hey, buddy, come on, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you, buddy. Come on. Can you imagine if I had ranged attacks? The life I could lead. They literally just leave. They just walk away. I could just shoot them, get a bunch of pot shots, come in here, and then they'll leave. And then I could just do the whole thing over again. This would be amazing for my casters. Like, holy shit. The power. Fuck. God damn it. I misjudged the timing. We have to restart. Why are you like this? Is my question. This is my question for the universe. Why the fuck are you like this? Okay, I'm gonna stand right here. We're gonna stand right in this corner. We're gonna go a little... We're gonna stay right in the edge of the corner. It's gonna be fine. So we're gonna stand right here. And all the dragons are just gonna walk right into this corner, and it's gonna be fine. Just like that. Just like that. What am I gonna do with these dragons? What am I gonna do with you? Like, why you gotta behave like this? Why you gotta engage in this weird bullshit? Like, I don't want to single pull all of these dragons and not be able to save. Like, that's a crazy thing to do. I'm only getting one dragon at a time. There's gonna be so many right here. It's only the one. If I did all of that and all I get is one red dragon locked in, that'll be really funny. It's funnier if I get exactly one red dragon locked in than it is if I get nothing. Like, that is a funnier outcome. So, we're going to see what happens with the Titans. The Titans are very happy to come in here. Can Ahmad deal with that? I can deal with it if the... If it stays for... I guess I can't see when I get stealth with, can I? I just realized that it doesn't show up on my thing that way. The way that the chat is handled on my end is different from the way that it's handled on the site itself. The situation here is very funny. I might be able to pull every Titan in the dungeon to here. And I might be able to do it really easily. So, we've cleared out those Titans. These dragons are a problem. If I clear out this middle room full of dragons, I think we can pull every Titan in the dungeon to there very easily, which means that we don't need as many saves to deal with the Titans later. Oh shit, there's a dragon over there. Oh shit, there's dragons in these here woods. So, I don't know why the dragons are de-aggroing so aggressively here. It's like it's a strange behavior for them to be de-aggroing this aggressively. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, I get it. You're pretending to be stuck. That's what you're doing. Piece of shit. I'm picking up your game. I know what you're up to. Oh shit. Nope. Give me a second. You know, I feel like Twitch maybe should just ban remove this space. Actually, I should probably blacklist remove this space. Let's do that. How do I do that? That would be a good blacklisted term. Because there's absolutely no reason why a viewer would have to say remove the space. Because you can post links in chat. It's just that the particular links that that the bots are giving you are. Also, it's kind of crazy that Twitch doesn't have the ability to detect like the word viewers and remove the space in the same thing and just just automatically filter anything that includes both of those in the same thing. Okay, I'm lazy. I'm not going to deal with putting the blacklist in effect, but that's fine. So, the screen is not moving right now for some reason. Can I just walk up to it? And it'll be... That was... scared the shit out of me. My thing is not usually that big. Okay. Yep. There you go. Fucking piece of shit. I know your fucking game. I know your fucking game. Taking up what you're putting down. Yeah, you want to keep rotating clockwise? I got your fucking number, Green Dragon. I got your fucking number. Okay. You and me, we're thinking on the same level. What does that say about me as a full-ass human being and you as, like, maybe 6 or 7 lines of code? It's more than 6 or 7 lines of code. Probably. There's no way you're doing it with 6 or 7 lines of code. It's got to be complicated. I guess it also depends on how much of the code you define as its code. Because, like, you have to define what a position is in space in the first place, and that's kind of a component of its like brain. And like the enemy behavior and the physics of the system are the same thing to a large degree. Like, they're not necessarily distinct from each other. You can't separate the physics of the engine from the enemy behavior, because to the enemy, it's basically all physics. So, like, if you think about, like, the Temple of Ba, the enemy's not approaching past that point where the elevator is. That's part of, like, the physics. It's not like a behavioral thing. It's like, to the enemy, this is a physical obstacle. This is a wall, as far as the enemy's concerned. So, like, you can't really separate their behavior from from the physics in a meaningful way, because to a degree their behavior is a component of physics and like of the physics of the game. Fuck. Because like a lot of our behavior is limited by the physics of things, right? But it's not all physics. Whereas to a degree with like enemy behaviors in video games, you could argue that I think in most like early games, all of their behavior is pretty much just physics. It's pretty much just, okay, this is what gravity means for this character. Gravity means approach this spot, right? Gravity pulls you to here, and here are the rules about how you're able to navigate to there. But like gravity is pulling you to this location, right? And then if I get within a certain range, gravity stops pulling you to that location and starts pulling you to me, right? It's like a gravitational pull more so than it's like behavioral, right? So the enemy behavior is like well, look, I think it's an interesting element of like how we have behavior that's grounded by the physics of our world, but then we also have behavior that isn't fundamentally tied to the physics of the world. It's tied to like unique characteristics of us, right? It's just like the way that we're interacting with the world. And obviously that also entails physics, because physics is everything, right? Our chemistry is physics. But the I feel like there's a pretty significant behavioral difference between something that is like more sophisticated behavioral stuff, where it's like, okay, I don't even know. Maybe there isn't as much of an in between as I am thinking. Like I'm trying to think of like the in between space between like an actual AI and a like and an enemy like this. And I don't know that there is that much of an in between space. It's mostly either physics or like proper decision making. But I don't know. I think that there's like no, there is a difference. So if you think about the way that these behave versus the way that Might and Magic 6 enemies behave, Might and Magic 6 enemies are very simple. They follow very, very rigid behaviors. They attack at the exact moment that they attack, and they move either clockwise or counterclockwise, attempting to reach a position of X distance away from you, and rotating in a direction around you at the same time, right? That's the goal. The enemies are trying to reach like their optimal range and then continuously circle around you. So every behavior is this gravitational pull toward a very specific thing using very rigid constructs. Whereas these have a bunch of random shit built into them on top of the gravity. So like the gravity is pulling them to the place that it's pulling them. But then they also meander quite a lot within that space. And also, once you get to a certain range with them, they have an added behavior where their gravitational center changes to you, but they haven't aggroed yet. So they're gravitationally attracted to you, they'll come closer to you, but they aren't in aggro mode. And how long they stay in chase mode before going into attack mode is kind of random. Like, enemies will sometimes take a pot shot at you from the green, like, out of nowhere. It's fairly rare, but sometimes they will. And, like, the closer they get to you, the more likely they are to activate attack mode at any given moment. But they don't always do it. So, like, they have this large string of random shit. Like, there's a lot of random behaviors that are intermingling with the physics. And those random behaviors are the thing that I think governs having, like, a more like in between space of, like, you know, it's like in between having something that's like got true behavior like an AI versus something that's just extremely formulaic. And these are much more on the side of formulaic, but they do have a lot of randomness to, like, certain generally fairly minor components of their behavior. So what I'd really love is for all of these dragons to do what I want, but they don't want to do that. I'm wondering how I'm going to handle this, because if we have to deal with this with all of the dragons in the dungeon, we're in trouble. I'm going to take a look around. Can I do... I'm trying to think of what I would do. It's so annoying that these things are... And it's just these. The Titans aren't doing this. The Titans are fine. The Titans are fully chill. So these dragons, for whatever reason, are very aggressively de-aggroing. And, like, if I could just kill them with this corner, that would be amazing. Because there's, like, certain corners that I can just pull them to, and they'll just come to the corner and be chill. But for the most part, they seem to be, like, aggroing and then being like, and then running off, right? So if I do this, I can get them to start moving toward me. I have some of them moving toward me. I have one of them moving to me. It feels like they're all peeling off except one with a fair degree of consistency. Is it possible to just use this corner with a consistency? No, right? I mean, like, it just walked away while I was hitting it in this corner. Like, it had full access to me. I don't know what I'm going to do here. This is going to be so time-consuming. The issue with this is more that it's like, I know exactly how I can do this. And it just is so inconsistent and so time-consuming to do it that I'm like, I don't want to do it. I want to find a better option, but, like, what better option could there possibly be? This is a stark wasteland of nothing. This is a combination of incredibly easy and incredibly sensitive and incredibly time-consuming. That is a really unfortunate combination. Like, I can't let this get anywhere near me because I actually cannot dodge these attacks. If this attacks me, I die. Maybe I just pull all the way to the corner? Shit. Okay. Maybe I just have to walk backward continuously until they get all the way into here. Maybe that's just what I need to do. Like, what we do here is we do this to aggro them. Once they're aggroed, we peek, we walk backward. This is definitely going to get in range to attack me. No, because this isn't consistent either. They did just walk away. So even if it has a fully direct line straight to me, it seems inconsistent. But it's a lot more consistent. I'm not gonna... Okay, it didn't lock in, though. Okay, never mind. And then it went down this corridor, which means that it's probably just gonna... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, it's probably just gonna wait there and then kill me, but it did not do that. Like, I don't know why it's only one. Like, it's so weird that it's one at a time. It's very consistently only one. See, that just attacked me from a mile away. They don't usually attack from that far away. But sometimes they do, which is why the greens are particularly dangerous. I think if I kill every green in this pack, I do need to just go save. Okay, those have both been locked in. Fuck. I need to figure out the angle. Okay, where do I stop? I stop here. Okay. Okay, we might have this. This might be a workable strategy. Unfortunately, we're going to have to reset. So we go to this corner. Going to this corner pulls the entire pack. We do this. We just walk backward. We just walk backward. That one's already de-aggroed. That's great for us. We need to kill all of the greens and save. Because the greens, if they attack us, we're dead. Like, there's no way that I can dodge that attack from that position. It's just RNG of if the enemy happens to attack, I'm fully just dead. And as far as... So that's part of why I wasn't doing this strategy, was because doing this entails just maximizing the amount of time that they have available to simply kill me. And that's fine. Okay. We have 2 greens here. We have 1 green here. No! How dare you get all the way to the finish line and then walk away? Oh. Oh man, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be so long. Okay. We're just gonna be dicking around here. On the plus side, we do know exactly what we need to do. It's such a huge pain in the ass. But we can at least get it done. That's the thing. Like, I now know that this is going to work. So we have, like, the proof of concept ready. We just need to actually implement. And the implementing... It's not hard. It's just time-consuming and annoying. So, But we do know how to do it. And once we've got this set of dragons cleared, I think it's pretty trivial to pull, like, every Titan in the dungeon. That'll get us probably to at least 50%. I think there's more Titans than there are dragons. So we should be able to get to at least 50% without needing to deal with any more dragons. And then, once we've done that, we should be able to just probably leave pretty quickly. And we can then just pick up some more food, and hopefully we'll find a different location to pull to that's a little bit more consistent. I don't know where that green went. It seems like it just fully de-aggroed, which really sucks for me, because I was very excited about the fact that we've got a bonus green, but, you know, it's fine. I'd love my bonus green to stay in position long enough for me to benefit from it, you know? Fuck, we're dead. Okay, we're not dead. We did get saved by RNG. Love that for me. Okay, please rotate into this fucking corner. Please. You're not gonna lock in. You're just gonna be a piece of shit to me. You know what? I'm gonna try to do this in this corner. I don't care. I think this is the closest thing I have to a safe strategy. These green dragons are also really rough around corners. That projectile is way worse than most projectiles for corners. I don't even know how that hit me. I don't think I was close enough to the corner for it to hit me, like, via normal means through the corner. It hit me via abnormal means through the corner. Like, it, like, roped around in a weird way, I think. Like, I think it literally went through the thing, rather than, like, hitting it and exploding through it. Life is sad. We're going in this corner. I don't know why I thought that was going to work. Okay. I need more saves at this point. Okay. This is fine. We back up. You de-aggro randomly. We get killed by the green because there's no dodging it. If the green attacks me when I'm there, I'm dead. There's no way to not have that kill me. This is why we need to save after we've killed both of the greens. But the greens are just behaving weirdly. In addition to having like a dangerous projectile, I think they're also slightly smaller than the other dragons. So they do behave a little differently. The red dragon does seem like the type that's the most consistently getting locked in here. Like he's just walking straight up to me and then getting killed. Okay. Okay, we might not die. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Life is sad. But yeah, it turns out that the place that I got to yesterday in Wuthering Heights is like an actually huge island. It's like a huge place, and it was large enough that I was able to get the thing up to the point where I can get the highest tier of echoes. So now I have the ability to engage with the ecosystem, like leveling it up and shit like that, without feeling like I'm wasting resources, which is going to be fun. Now, can I actually do that yet? Absolutely not, because I haven't gotten any echoes that have the stats that I want. So, oh well. But I do think that it's funny that my current quest is to leave the port, and I keep getting like mechanical spoilers for things that just haven't been introduced yet, because I'm like wandering all over the island and like all sorts of weird random shit is happening, and it's like, oh, this is interesting. I've had like multiple battles with these weird night things that it's like, it gives me like a boss bar for them, and I'm like, what are you and why am I fighting you over and over again and getting a boss bar for you? I'm very confused. Got like a Gilgamesh style battle on the bridge that was a huge pain in the ass, by the way, because the enemies have the ability to like do a jump back, and for some insane reason, if an enemy hurls itself off a cliff to its death, rather than it doing a normal thing like either dying or like respawning or like teleporting back up, it like fully respawns with full HP again. So like I'm doing this really cool battle on the bridge, and it's like it's a fight against two enemies, and the second enemy just kept throwing itself off the fucking cliff. And so I had to fight the second enemy, like... I got it to, like, a sliver of HP. while I was fighting it and the other one. I was splitting the damage between the two because I thought it might follow Core Hound rules. And so I did that, and then like it has a sliver of HP left, and then it falls off the cliff, and it's back up to full HP, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, I guess. I didn't have anything else I was doing today, so bring it back down to low again, and then it again, just at the very low life, it decides to throw itself off the cliff again, and it's like, oh my god, it ended up not killing itself. It ended up throwing itself off of that cliff like several times. I think it might have been 3, but I think it was just the 2. After that, I was very careful about my positioning so that if it threw itself away from me, it would never be going toward the cliff. So I just had to stand in very specific positions to avoid having it do bad things that I didn't want it doing. Okay. We've killed one of the 2 greens. Oh, shit. Okay, we should have died there. I deserve to die there. But anyway, we got a lot of new shenanigans, and I am looking forward to tinkering with the ecosystem in that game for a while. Because I think it might be interesting. It's funny that I almost killed myself on a blue dragon. God, I had them up to like 14. I had killed most of the dragons in this pack. I really should have saved. I really should have saved when I had most of the dragons in this pack cleared. The issue is just like, when do you do the save, right? Like, when do you pull the trigger on that? But hey, you know, Silk Song's coming out tomorrow, so when Silk Song comes out, we can start engaging with that. That'll be nice. It's so funny because getting to this point was supposed to be the end of the drudgery. Like, this has been a very, like, slow and kind of boring location. And so getting to here, this room was supposed to be the end of the boring part, right? Where I'm just spending a lot of time waiting around. And that just hasn't happened. It just hasn't happened. Like, we're still in the slow and boring part, which really sucks. Like, it's specific to this dungeon, right? Like, I could, like, if I wanted to make myself suffer by having to do the first part of this dungeon again, I could just go do the temple, right? Which is a different type of difficulty, right? It's hard, but it's not like a slog. This is really a slog. This is like kind of a uniquely painful dungeon as the melees. Because it's not even... The thing is that most of this isn't even hard. Like, the stuff here is, like, mechanically not really that complicated. This is really easy to implement. It's just that, like, there doesn't seem to be a consistent way to get what I want. So, I can try single pulling the enemies, seeing which wall they're hanging out on, and trying to walk them in there instead. Right, like, that's a thing I can try to do. And nothing's going to work super consistently because there's always the risk that a green attacks me during this portion. And if a green attacks me during this portion of the pull, then nothing matters. Okay, we have you locked in. This is in some ways the safer pull, in some ways like the more dangerous pull. Because it's all just a matter of whether a random pot shot is gonna tag me or not. Yeah, I wish that I had a better solution to this place that's less time consuming. Like I'd happily do something that's like 10 times as technically sophisticated as what I'm doing right now. That just takes half as much time. Like if I could cut out half of the dead time, that would be so huge for me. Because there's just so much dead time here. The Titan stronghold is forcing me into the arms of Wuthering Heights. Yeah, I can just save for those, right? Like, it's not a huge issue. The amount of time that I spent in here the last time was pretty significant. So I'm not anticipating having too much of a trouble with like the 3M cycles. Like I think that's mostly going to be fine, but we'll see on that. This place isn't as time consuming in terms of like game time as you'd think. It is more time consuming in terms of just real time, because it takes a long time to set up each of these polls, and then there's a decent chance with each poll that you die. That you just straight up die. So like, I'm not anticipating... This was a bad idea. Okay. We're fine so far, we're fine so far, we're fine so far. Do I just pop over here and hope? Do we just hope that you do what I want you to every single time? You're not going to, right? Like, there's no way that I can get you locked in every single time, right? Is every red dragon killable by just doing this? No. No, they're not. Okay. See, that's the issue, right? Is that I have the things that I can guarantee 100% will work. But like, we just pulled all that time that we used. All that time is off the clock, right? So I'm not that concerned about the time, because we can save a lot of... I've got both the greens in play. Just both of you just... Yeah, you know, both of you just go home. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I didn't need you to do something for me. We're just gonna stand here. We're gonna die here. There's no way that this works, but like, I'm just gonna do it anyway because I don't care. There we go. That's the death. So, because we don't have a place to flee to here. The fact that they're stuck in the place that they are means that like the fact that they retreat back to here. This place is a huge pain in the ass because there's nowhere near there that I can pull them to. Which I guess is true for basically anywhere that they would be standing, but unless they literally were spawning right, they were retreating back into this, which would be very funny. Okay. Nope. Going to here. Fuck. Okay, we're fine. Don't bounce off the wall, just... I have to learn how to deal with this, and I need to learn if there is a way to make this behave the way that I want it to. God, this is just gonna be so frustrating. It's gonna be so much. It's just gonna be so much resetting and so much waiting around for them to do the thing that I need them to do. I'm gonna die here. Okay, I didn't die here. We might still die, but we didn't die in the place that I expected to. Yeah, they do absolutely refuse to behave. Like, they're not even killing me the way that I would want them to kill me. Like, you can't do anything right. Just, like, what are you doing? You're just you're in range to shoot me. Just shoot me. Kill me, dragon. Why are they behaving so weird? Why are you so weird? Okay, this I can handle. This is a very good setup. Okay, we got one of the two greens. The other green is in play. The other green's in play. I think there's only the two green, right? If we kill both greens, I'm saving. I don't give a shit. We're saving if we kill both greens. Come, get back here. You get your fucking scaly ass. No, I'm dead. And they all ran away. Come on, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I need some of you pieces of shit to get through. Come on, buddy. Any of you. Would you like to play a game? Okay, we could maybe make something happen with this situation here. Except you are just gonna walk away from me, apparently. Just completely. Okay, bye. I'm so upset. I'm so upset by this. I'm not even cheesing you with a weird thing. You know, like, you won't even come near this fucking hole. I'm not even trying to use the hole. I just need to use a thing where you can't just walk past me and murder me. I need a place that I can fight you with a degree of safety, okay? We're a neutral terrain. I'm not exactly cheesing you, and you're, you know, not able to just insta-give me instantly and do whatever the fuck you want, right? Like, I feel like this is a nice middle ground that you want to engage with, you know? You can just walk away now? No, you're just gonna stand right there for some reason. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, come to me. That was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done it. I should have made it over. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Just a fucking bunch of minotaurs trying to lure a dragon to a corner.
The minotaurs escaped and you're gonna get the horns, buddy.
Okay, you're just gonna stand in this. You're just stand there and make my life miserable. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You could just never move from that corner. Okay, are you just gonna walk straight to where I need you to be now? No, right? No. That would be too nice. But nope. Fuck! I took a step backward. I had you if I just not taken that step backward. And now you're literally just gonna walk all the way back and make my life hard. Okay, I see how it is. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking it up. I see how it is. I see how it be. Nope, just gonna walk away. Let's see how it be. You're so close to me now. Fuck, I didn't take the angle right. Ah! Just gonna sit here whining for the next 2 hours. It's so funny that we got the place that we needed, and it's exactly what we need it to be, except for the dragons just being weird and not having normal behaviors. Okay, we can't stand this close to the corner, and it wouldn't matter anyway. They're just gonna come around. If I were to save every 3 dragons, that would be vaguely useful. The other thing that I could do, this is kind of a crazy strat. I think I might ignore the dragons. I might try to get up to 30% without killing a dragon. Just fully ignore that whole section. Just walk around it. These are now coming. The problem is that the dragons are probably going to come through there and kill me, but... Do I have the ability to just rotate all the way to here and just see what happens? Let's find out. I don't know how I did this the last time exactly, so... I'm just gonna stand in this corner. I wish I had Wizard Eye. This would be so much easier with Wizard Eye. Because I don't know if the Titans are still approaching me. If the Titans get to that corner, they will get to me, because they'll be in the yellow here. So if the Titans get to here, they'll just walk up to me. Okay. Operation Ignore the Dragons is actually peak. This might actually be the strat. Where'd the Blood Titan go? We've walked in 2 there now, I think. Okay. Like, I'd love to be able to just walk straight past that room toward the next room and just pull all the Titans in a very straightforward fashion. But that's only the one. The other one's gonna get locked in. Come on, buddy. Okay, I don't think we're in much danger here. Okay. But yeah, I think once we've cleared this dungeon, we'll have all of the really, like, annoying stuff done. We don't want to be standing there because it thinks it has line of sight, so it could cast sparks and kill me. Let's see here. But yeah, so once we finish this dungeon, the rest of this should be not annoying. This dungeon's annoying, but most dungeons are not annoying in this game. I think that they're mostly puzzles that I enjoy. I just find this one annoying. Because it's like, I just have to wait for so long. Like, I was actually really excited when I got the movement stuff going the first time. I was very excited by that. And I was like, oh, this is going to be leading to some really interesting and unique gameplay. And I wasn't entirely incorrect, right? There is some very interesting and unique gameplay, but there's also just like a lot of waiting around and a lot of boring, nonsense here. So, it's just a lot of waiting. Like, even the pulls are, like, not action-packed. The pulls themselves are, like, a type of waiting that isn't that interesting. There's a lot of waiting. There's a lot of like. There's a lot of like slot machine stuff going on with behavior. The Titans, I have no problems with. Everything's going fine with the Titans. The funny thing is that I was happier with the Dragons before. What I maybe should have done, honestly, is I maybe shouldn't have pulled those dragons at all. The dragons up here. If I had just ignored these dragons, there's so many Titans to pull, and if I cleared this room on its own, I feel like just clearing that one room, I could then pull so much of the rest of the dungeon very trivially. And if I was able to just pull a bunch of the rest of the dungeon, then... But like right now, every time I go to pull that room, I'm going to have to deal with dragons. And there's the possibility that the dragons rotate this way through this corridor. And if they rotate through that corridor and it's a green, I'm just dead. And if it's not a green, there's a decent chance that I'm dead anyway, because depending on when it attacks me, it will either be dodgeable or not really dodgeable. That is true. I didn't really realize just how messed up that was going to be. But it's fine. I'm just gonna do this because I'm curious what happens if I do this. We've got this one over at its original starting position again, which is kind of funny. We have a bunch of these just rotating toward me. And I think I'm just going to get in this corner and call it a day. Sometimes they just walk into the corner if I do this, so... Maybe this is the strat. Just walk over to there, aggro them there, and just come in here. Like, the one thing that's like a legitimate thought is... If I just keep pulling them and then walking into this corner, it seems like completely arbitrary. Like, I've been thinking that I can manipulate the probability of them walking away from me. I don't know that I can. So maybe what I do is I just come in here, plop myself in this fucking corner, and call it a day. Right? Like... We just walk to here, we wait like a couple of seconds, we move here, we say, we're in the green, too bad. We just walk over here, see if anybody's still aggroed. Nobody's still aggroed? Fine. Go back here, get in this corner, go Yahoo, wait for somebody to approach. Somebody's just gonna kill me. Yep, just got killed. Is it you? Who the fuck killed me? Wait, who shot that? Who even shot that? I didn't see anybody shooting a projectile from that location. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in this corner instead. This is gonna work fine. We get to here. We don't get to here. We don't even get there. We can't use that corner. Okay. Oh man. I just really don't like this setup. It's just such a pain in the ass, and it's so slow. It's so slow. Like, I can just walk in this corner, and then we can double speed, and then we can wait until we're in the green. Okay, that worked. None of these are green, unfortunately. But, I mean, we got at least two here. Never mind. We got a green locked in somehow? Okay. How many are here? Is it just the 3? There's no guarantee that it's just the 3. It could be any number of them. We could have gotten the entire pack here, just completely randomly and arbitrarily. I don't think that we did, but it would be very funny. That one's toast. We're now in the green. Did anybody go this way? Nobody went this way. We wait here. We're now in the yellow. We go this way. Nobody immediately attacks us. We just bury ourselves in this corner again. We wait until we're in the green. Okay, we're in the green. We're going to wait for you to go back to the rest of the pack, because we're not going to try to pull a single enemy. That's not our goal right now. Our goal is just to pull the pack. Okay, we wait a few seconds. We waited long enough. If we wait too long, we maximize the odds that they just fucking kill us, so we don't do that. We waited a couple seconds extra. We're now in the yellow. We wait. Maybe we were overcomplicating this. Maybe the solution is to just not think at all. We're in the green. It wandered off. Who cares? We're gonna peek. We're gonna look. Okay. We don't need to see shit. We can do this with zero information. This is like one of those puzzles where it's like, this guard is lying and this guard is telling the truth and blah, 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 blah. And the solution to the puzzle is not to figure out who's lying and who's telling the truth. If you try to figure out who's telling the truth, then you're fucked. You can't do that. But what you can do is figure out what the truth is without ever having figured out who was telling the truth. Ooh. I deserved to die there. But yeah, if we can get a green into this, if we can get a green pulled into this corner, then I'm happy to save. Once we get the second green, I will save. Are there only 2 or are there 3? I don't even know. But I'm happy to save if we get 2 of the 3 greens killed. Or 2 of the 6 greens. Or however fucking many greens there are. That's attacking me already. That's a problem. Because it's attacking me from so far away. Okay, we go here. We just sit for a couple seconds. We keep waiting. We're just going to go in the corner now. We're in the green. I'm going to try the other corner. Nope. No. Make up your mind. Go away. Go all the way back home. All the way back home. Don't worry about me. I'm not even here. Go away. Okay. Now, we go here. We stand here. We go 1, 2, 3. We run forward. We go this way. We say hello. We dive into this corner. We're still in the yellow. So what the fuck are you doing over there? Just straight chillin'. Yeah. Yeah, that checks out. So we're in the green, which means that it wandered down one of these hallways. Which one? Okay, we need to pull this. It can't be going down that hallway. We don't want that. This hallway's fine. Do that. Okay. Okay, we're coming here. 1. Running. We're in the green already? Surprising. Why are we in the green already? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go right into this corner. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to stand closer to the corner rather than stand further away. Tantalizingly close. Tantalizingly close. Yes. Okay. Okay, we got another one. We got another one. And this is the one that's been a pain in the ass. This is the one that's separated from the rest of the pack because I keep re-aggroing it. But this is the one that's separated from the pack. So the rest of the pack should all be like pullable at the same time. Like we shouldn't have any trouble with grabbing the rest of the pack all at once. Okay. Done. Now, moving on. The funny thing is that we're now about where we were on our first attempt, I think. Like, this is roughly how much progress we made on our first attempt, and I find that very funny. The issue is that there is such a thing as waiting too long here. And I don't know how long is too long. Okay. We're going to just wait for them to fully de-aggro. 1, 2, 3. I think it's variable as well. I don't know that it matters that much how long I'm waiting, honestly, because I think what's happening is that they're getting out of range when they de-aggro. They're not getting out of range because I'm outrunning them. Like, see, this is still approaching me because it just hasn't de-aggroed. So I don't think it actually matters that much. Because it feels like I'm outrunning them, but I don't think that's what's happening. I think that it's just that they're de-aggroing so consistently that... So I think we maybe just wait like a second in that corner. And let's wait 2 seconds in that corner. And then just bolt and see what happens. Because I don't think we spent that long in that corner on our first iteration here. Our first iteration, we were not here in this corner for very long. So just 1, 2, 3. We're spending a little longer because we started out in the green as opposed to starting out in the yellow. Okay, these have already de-aggroed. We go into the corner. These are now positioned a little closer, so we just wait a little bit less time. We rotate over. How are we doing? They've already de-aggroed. That's fine. We go over here. We say hello. We wait a second. We go. Okay, we were still in the yellow for a considerable time. We're no longer in the yellow, but that's fine. We go here. They're now being pissy, and since they're being pissy, we are going to let them fully reset. We're going to just go back to where we were. We let them reset. We really don't want that one attacking me. That one getting a random pot shot while we're running down the thing is very, very bad. We stand here. We wait to get into the yellow. We wait a little bit less, or a little bit more, rather. We go over here. We were in the yellow for a very long time there. Pop here. We're no longer in the yellow. Pop here. Fuck. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. Okay, that was shocking. That was a terrible dodge, but because it was so far away, I had the time to do an absolutely terrible dodge. They're already de-aggroed. Okay, that's super interesting. Where the fuck are these things? Why am I well, like, I'm de-aggroing these, like, barely having moved at all. You know what I wonder? I wonder if this is the original pack. That's what I wonder. I wonder if this group that I'm fighting right now is the original pack, and their positioning is a little different from the ones that we pulled before. Like, their default position in that room is just, you know, a little bit different and a little bit rarer. Just randomly quoting Dropout way too much today. Okay. I'm gonna stand right here. We pulled this blue dragon. We're going to be above 15% here. We're not going to be above 15% because it didn't lock in. Okay. It's walking away. It took a decent bit of damage there, but not a ton. Shit, that's scary. Where the fuck are you? Have you retreated away now? Ooh. Which hallway are you in, buddy? Okay, you're in this hallway. Okay, so this is at half-life.
I don't know.
We only have a few more left. And you'll note an interesting thing is that these are, like, several of them are injured. Oh, shit. That's very scary. Just right here. Just walk right here. Right here. This is what I want to see. Shit. Okay. They're in one of these corridors. Which corridor are you in? Okay, you are also in this corridor. I'm gonna stand right here. What time is it? It's 12:10 a.m. I think we have a death save at 3. So at 3 o'clock we need to make a save. Come the fuck on. Am I gonna have to approach you? You are de-aggroed right now. There's at least one more red. Just gonna wait here. So where'd you get yourself stuck now? Nowhere? Okay, so you are walking up this hallway. Again. Oh my god, that you walk all the way to the end of this hallway? Where the fuck are you now? Oh my god. In the green. Okay, it's now moving that way. We're at 1 a.m. Okay, you're still aggroed, still aggroed, still aggroed. Yes. Okay. Okay. We got this red. Okay. So with this red dragon down, we still don't have both of the greens, but we've got a good portion of the total number of dragons that are in these packs, so that's good at least.
Got it.
How much time is that taking? It's taken some time. Unfortunately, if I try to pull the next enemy, there's the risk that I die of exhaustion on the back of that. We're gonna make one attempt here. Who's the fuck shooting me? What? Excuse me. Unacceptable behavior. Are you approaching me? You are approaching me. That's interesting. Well, maybe this locks in. If this locks in, then we can save at 3 o'clock. Or like a little before 3 o'clock. With, okay. Oh my god. We're gonna have the... No, you're gonna leave. You're gonna leave and make me sad, aren't you? You're gonna leave and make me sad. God damn it, it didn't lock in. But we got some damage into it, so I guess that's fine. Okay. We'll keep playing with this one for a little bit. We shouldn't be playing with this anymore. We need to save. Okay. We're in the green. We don't play around with you anymore. We play around with you a little more. It's fine. We'll play around with you and just you. If you get locked in, it's going to be very funny, where you like get locked in a weird position where I'm stuck in the yellow and then I die. That'll be really funny if that happens. Okay. You're in the red again. Okay. We unfortunately cannot... we can't go for another. We're going to have to... We just have to wait for like 257 and then save, so let's... I can't even check the time when I do that. Okay, we're saving the game under I guess dungeon. Let's save that under danger because that's our more recent file? Question mark. Everybody's weak. Nobody's insane. This isn't a death. This isn't a death check. So the next, I think, will be a death check, but that does mean that we don't have to wait on this night. Like we don't have to wait for that to proc again to start pulling. So we have 24 hours to clear the next bit here. Yeah, I could do that, but I don't want to bypass the curse. It's not supposed to matter if you're quick-spelled or not. Like, curse is not supposed to... The curse is supposed to make every spell have a chance to fail. I don't... In vanilla, it's not broken like that, so... This is a bug that I'm not going to utilize. Okay, I think everybody's been cured of the weakness now, right? The bugs that I will and will not exploit, like what the difference is between them, is fairly arbitrary. But if something like is going to be fixed at some point, which I think that this is going to be fixed at some point, I don't want to use it, right? So like a bug that's going to remain in the game. For whatever reason, I'm more willing to think about, but I'm almost positive that this is going to be fixed. So having used it early in the run, when it's then fixed later in the run, or like it's fixed for later runs or whatever, like I just prefer to have like a consistent, a consistency to the behavior where like I'm not doing that. In addition, like with something like this, I would probably be unwilling to do it anyway. The one place that I am willing to do it was I did use it for the underwater thing, right? I was using the quick spells to bypass the underwater thing because I'm fairly sure that's intended behavior. That was the thing that was changed. I wonder if making it so that you could cast underwater is the thing that broke curse, maybe, because they're presumably handled the same way. So I don't know. What the fuck are you doing? We are actually at the point where maybe we just ignore you, actually. I think I maybe just ignore you completely. There's only 2 of them left, I think. And rather than fight them directly, maybe I just fight them when I pull the Titans. It's possible that I just put that thing into that other corridor, of course, which would really suck for me, but... Okay, we have the green on this corridor, which is where we want it. As long as it doesn't move so fast that it starts attacking us through this corridor. But the red might be in our way. The red is not currently in our way. We're going to keep going. How are we doing on friendly friends? That Titan is approaching us. Okay. Looks like everybody's approaching. So everybody should be in range that I can just chill in this corner and throw things on double speed and see what happens. So this Blood Titan gets into position, gets out of position, I think we have 5 Titans to kill here, and maybe a green dragon? That would be pretty nice if a green dragon decided to get in here. Okay, there's one here. I'd love for them to walk in. That was spooky. Okay, we got a Blood Titan locked in as well now. So we have these to clear. Once we've cleared these, that green dragon is still chilling here for some reason. So it's still possible. I'm not going to move anymore. We're staying in this corner. I've been moving to try to get an eye on the green dragon. We've crossed the 20% threshold for the first time now. We have a green dragon there, which can just kill me. Okay, it's now retreating back. And it's now coming back toward me. It's now retreating back again. It is not making up its mind. I'm going to let it retreat all the way out, and then I think we're going to try to grab the next set of Titans. So we go down this way, and we can pull these Titans toward us. And hopefully when we go back this way, we don't immediately die. Looks like we're still in the green. Okay, this green dragon is coming my way. It's no longer coming my way. Is that Titans that are in my vicinity? Is that what's going on? Yes. Okay, so we just walk to here. That green dragon is in a position where it might decide to come at me as well. If the green dragon comes at me, that'll be great. We will save if we kill the green dragon. If we kill the green dragon, I think there's just one red dragon left. And one red dragon we could just pin in any corner. So if we save, we can pin that red dragon in any corner and then start making direct beelines for Titans. And I think that would be a good... That would be a good save. We do still have another Titan here. I don't know where it went. It's just a bottom tier Titan. We're in the green, so it didn't actually approach all the way. So we pop down here, and we're looking for you. Hello, friend. Yes, I need you to come to me. Once you've come to me, let's go over here and try to pull a dragon. Okay, we're in the yellow right now, presumably because of Titan. Yes. Titan's on its way. We're still in the yellow, still in the yellow. We pop in here. We're golden. So, this Titan is free and easy. Perfect. So we're in the green. We move down. We can ignore the dragons for now. We can go down here. And then once we've done that, we go over here. We stay toward the bottom section of this. The concern that I have right now is, you all heard that, right? That's my concern right now. I don't like hearing the noises that the dragons are making. I have waited too long. I'm gonna die. I needed to make a choice between the two. I am very lucky that that didn't just decide to kill me. I was way too close to it for way too long. Okay, it's now rotating past me, so let's just stay here and hope that it comes to us and gets itself killed. If it gets itself killed, if that green dragon dies, we save the game. Because we have other saves. Green dragon does not die. Okay, green dragon putters. It putters. It be putterin'. It's not making up its mind on whether it wants to come or go. It's approaching. It's approaching. It's chosen to approach. It's chosen to leave. And is this a strong choice or is this a soft choice? Make up your mind, buddy, buddy, buddy. You're not going to make up your mind. I'm just going to stand here for a few seconds. I think if I'm standing here, it's more likely to just leave completely because it won't have line of sight on me. Which I don't know how that influences its behavior in this, but it seems to be influence the way that it behaves in this. Okay, we're just going to go down here. We're going to hope that that green dragon doesn't block off our exit. That's very concerning. I think that we're going to get killed here. I think the green dragon's going to just kill me here. We're going to go out in this corner. We are in the green. The green dragon is approaching. We're going over here. Green dragon and a blood titan at the same time. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on, baby. Oh my god, that's fully locked in. That's the green dragon locked. That is a dead dragon. We're still in the yellow, so in theory, we're probably got a blood titan next to us. There it is. So it's going to lock in somewhere around here. Now is the point where we check how much we have in terms of food. Because we've now cleared out all but one dragon. If we can clear out the red dragon, I think we can very safely clear up to 65%. We have also gotten enough experience to get one level. Okay. I cannot eat these. I cannot eat these. Oh, wait. How much food do I have? Oh, shit. I have some apples, right? Do I just have a couple of apples lying in my inventory somewhere, and that's the only food that I have? I think it might be the only food that I have, y'all. Where are the apples? Where are the apples? I'm going to hit the reorganize button. We're going to see what my inventory looks like. I have apples in my inventory. I picked them up just now. So I know that I have the ability to save at least once. But I might have underestimated, or I might have overestimated how much food I was going to have in my inventory. I can't eat dragon eyes, I don't think. Do we seriously just have 2 apples? I thought we picked up more apples even just now. Did we not pick up more than 2 apples? That means we only have 1 save left? Shit. That's a concern. If we only have 1 save left, I'm a little concerned about that dragon that we have there, but I think this might be the best position to save anyway. I think we take this, we do save. We make the save here. We're basically betting on our ability to make this work. So the goal right now, we need to clear out shit tons of enemies in a fairly timely manner. We've cleared about half of what we need, but not even quite half, honestly. I'd love to grab you and the other enemies there, but I think I'm going to die to you. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. My hope here is that we can pull all of these together. Oh, shit. It's fine. It's red. Red dragons aren't a problem. Red dragons are not a problem. Come on, lock in. Lock the fuck in. Right here. Walk right in front of me. Do it. Do it. I believe in you. I have faith in you. You fucking catward. Fucking cat. Not even locking in. Not even locking in. Disgusting. Useless. But in theory, I should be able to dodge any projectile by the dragons, or by the one dragon that we have. So we're basically just going to be continuously pulling more enemies into that corridor and just pulling them along. It would be faster to be able to pull them through the dragon's room, but I can't pull them through the dragon's room necessarily. I maybe decide to do this. What if we... You're leaning that way. What if we go here and see if we can just get the dragon to just walk into this corner and kill it? Are you just not even going to approach the corner? What are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you, dragon? I can't wait for that dragon to get its shit together, okay? I have places to be. So, we're going to ignore the dragon. We're going to walk past it. It's probably going to kill us at some point from behind. It's fine. Like, it's following us right now. Okay, we aggro a bunch of those. We say hello to the dragon. Oh, shit. That didn't turn quickly enough. But hey, we did just save. Let's try to kill this dragon as the first thing we do with this final save that we have. If we can kill the dragon, then we should have fairly open season on everything else. We can walk straight to this corner and like, come on, you're not even gonna approach this corner? We're just leaving! Fucking ridiculous. There we go. Okay, well, yeah, sure, just walk away. That's an... Okay. I'm so confused by what's happening to me right now. I'm reloading. I can't afford to have... This is a time loss that I can't afford. I need to reload. We need to kill this dragon. But it won't even approach this corner consistently. Which is so funny. Yeah. Okay, okay. You're gonna kill me here. Okay. I should have actually been able to dodge that. I just didn't do it. Played badly. Okay, I can't just walk up to you because you will... Wait, maybe I can now. Can I just kill you in this corner? Maybe. The one over there is a dagger ring, so... Oh, now it is. Okay. Well, luckily it was in a position where I could, in fact, just stand here. Okay. We need to kill this before that Titan reaches me, which is not going to happen, right? We're leaving? Okay. The Titan is also leaving, which is very funny. This dragon seems a little salty right now. Can't imagine why. Okay, if I can kill this dragon... You're gonna walk away. I can't, like, dick around forever, you know what I mean? I have to actually get it killed in a somewhat timely manner. Come the fuck up. It's like getting... You're such a troll. Do I just melee kite this? I think I might have to just melee kite this. Okay, I don't think one round of combat will do it, so we're not going to be able to do it that way. We'll have to... These are very tight corridors for me to try to, like, dodge its attacks. It could be done. I didn't need to die there. I did just fuck up, but, like... Damn it. Yeah, these corners are not great for this. A lot of corners that look like this would have blocked that, but not in this context, unfortunately. It is interesting. When I start fighting, that one seems to aggro, but not until I start fighting. Okay, this time it's aggroing again? Question mark? It's not. Now it is. It's not making up its mind. It will. I'm just gonna stay here and hope that we kill the dragon before it arrives. Please, please, please. Wait, what? It just walked off. Okay. Okay. We're golden. It was walking by. It's just patrolling. It's just wandering. Okay, we don't have anybody else. We just have this one. But we have this one in position. It's just going to wander into here now. We're all golden. We might have this, actually. I don't have any food. So if we hit 3 o'clock, I'm probably dead. I'd love to be able to save after we've pulled a couple of these Titans. I don't really want to have to deal with... some shenanigans. Where the hell are you? Wait, why are you all the way over there? No. You are not allowed to start behaving like a fucking dragon. No. 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 If this Titan walked away from me and just started behaving fully like a dragon, I would have lost my shit. I would have fully lost my shit if this Titan just left. Okay. So, we're going this way. We're going to keep walking this way until we get into the yellow. We have a Blood Titan somewhere that we have revealed. I'm trying to get all of these to aggro. We've got all of these aggroed. I hear a dragon, but it's not in line of sight. I don't have to worry about it. Shit. How dare you? Nope. 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 Come on. Come on. So I need all of you. They're not going to play nice, I don't think. I don't think they're going to play nice, y'all. If one of these attacks me, I'm dead. If I can't get these to do what I need... If I can't get them to cross this hallway without killing me, I actually don't know that we can make this happen. That's like the opposite of a proof of concept. That right there is proof of doom. If we can't get the enemies that are further away from this area to approach, we might be fucked. I don't think we're going to be able to get this locked in, but we're going to try it. Okay, we got it locked in. Perfect. So, we can kill this Blood Titan. This will allow us to check on... I mean, it might Sparks me and kill me, I don't know. But if we can kill this Blood Titan, then we can check that hallway and see if we can get them to follow me if I've got them in here. If I can pull them into... You've got to be fucking kidding me. As it's dying, it casts sparks and kills somebody. Okay, it's fine. It doesn't matter. This is a proof of concept run anyway. So, we do that. And that's not how we would actually kill you, but, like, we're running with it for now. We pull all of you assholes, right? Now, the question is, can I get you to come with me to down here? Because some of you assholes were just walking the other direction. Oh no. Okay, that's promising. That's promising. I love to see that. That's what we're looking for. So we're looking. I mean, we'd like for it to be more than just the one of them, but this is what we're looking for. It's like on a technical basis. But then again, this is the one that we already killed, right? This is the one that we already established we can do this to. This is the one that's just sitting in that hallway, I think. It's like by itself in that hallway. This isn't really helping us do a proof of concept. This is going to take too long. You know, I'm just really... Okay, so this is too long for a proof of concept. So... Shit. We've gotten to 26%. We could hypothetically get those killed with that corner, but that corner isn't good enough for to like get those consistently, I don't think. You just gonna leave? No. You're gonna do exactly what I want? No. You're not green. I can handle you. Okay, you're just gonna rotate to... No, you're not. You're just gonna be a dick about it, I see. Just stay over there, just chilling. Yeah? Think you're clever? Well, so do I. Are you clever enough, though? That's the question, isn't it? Isn't it? The question is if you're clever enough, isn't it, dragon? And I say no. If you were green, then yes, you would have killed me 3 times over at this point. But now, no, you're red. I can dodge your attacks all day. Okay, so we kill you. Now, we go over here. We have a Blood Titan that we have to deal with at some point. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere around here. We have these. Which, can we pull you to me without you killing me? We're still in the yellow. We're in the green. Fuck. Okay, it didn't get around the pillar, we're fine. There's a sparks, which means somebody's got line of sight, we're dead. How did we not die? Were you all the way in that corner or something? We're in the green. Are we in the green, but you're still approaching, or are we in the green and we're fucked? We're in the green and we're fucked. Shit. How has it come to this? How has it come to this? The enemy behavior that was so promising toward the beginning kind of just stops existing in this hallway, it seems. Like, the Titans were behaving a very specific way this whole time, and now the Titans just don't behave that way if they're not the enemies that are spawning here or here or here. All the other Titans, all 3 packs, behaved exactly the same way. And now I don't know if we're going to be able to kill any other Titans. Where the fuck are you? Oh shit, you're behind me, aren't you? Oh shit, you're behind me, ain't you? Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay, you just wandered past me there, that's fine. I can pull you into the thing now. Okay. So, we should be able to get them into this corner somewhere. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull the enemies from that corridor or not. I don't know if we can make that happen, y'all. We'll find out. We got the ability to do the proof of concept. We haven't killed the Blood Titan yet, right? Hi, Blood Titan. That realization, that jump scare fucking sparks casting. God, that was funny. Okay, we got the Blood Titan, we've got the normal Titan. We're up to 29.5%, okay? That's a new PB. So, with that new PB secured, can we... Okay, we have another one here. That's excellent for us. Are you gonna just approach all the way to me? This one I should be able to bring to me, no problem. I don't think I'll have any issue bringing this to me. We're in the yellow. We go over here. We just get in the corner and we're fine. Like, we're golden. So, the question is whether we can do this to 30 more Titans. Because that's what we need to do. We need to kill 30 more... Oh my god, it's so late. It's so late. We have 15 in-game hours to clear this. 15 hours. We have 30.5%. Slightly different numbers. 35 and 30.5 are, unfortunately different from each other. We're going to pop over here. We're still in the green. We're no longer in the green. We pull. There are some that we did not see over there. I'm actually going to go this way. We're going to go over here. The reason we're going over here is because we're going to be in the yellow for some portion of this, and I would like to not just get randomly shot from behind. So we're going to see if we can pull you. You're still coming. So this behavior is consistent. Okay, we are in the yellow. That means they are still approaching us, and it means that they are almost locked in, I think. Fully locked in. Okay, so they're on their track. So it would be preferable to be able to do this a bit faster than just doing it one at a time. Doing it one at a time, we're not going to have time. We need to kill a lot faster than one at a time. I unfortunately don't know for sure that there's nobody else coming, so we're in a really iffy spot right now, but luckily it's visible while we're facing the hallway. It would be nice if I could get a room that has pillars like this that I can use over on the west side as well, but I don't know if we'll get that. On the plus side, we do have a proof of concept here. If we have the time, we can definitely make this happen. We need to have the time, and to a degree, we need to have the food. But even, honestly, the food is less of a major issue. Like, the food is less of a concern. The number of saves that I have are... the bulk of the saves are being consumed at the start. So I could have had one extra save there. Toward the beginning. Toward the beginning I did save when I didn't strictly need to. So we have 3 in this pack. That should keep me about on time. 3 in this pack is going to be 3 in probably about an hour, which is about what we need. That's about the pace that we need to be. It's not quite the same as the pace we need to be, but close enough for government work. It's actually not close enough for government work. We probably are going to hit another 3 o'clock, which means that we're probably going to die of exhaustion. But that does mean that if I can get... The worst case scenario here is I have to leave, clear the temple, and then I come back after having trained and have enough time to clear. That's the... That's the hope. Storm Titan's dead. We also might have some bosses that we have to deal with, which will have a lot more HP. Unfortunately, I pulled these in a really bad position, right? Which I'm going to keep them in anyway, because this is a position where I can't hit them on every frame. I can only hit them on some frames. So, at least I think. Yeah, some frames they're not in frame. But they're in frame, they're in frame most of the time. So... let's see. That's that set done. We're going to keep going over here. And We're still in the green, still in the green. We're going to walk until we're no longer in the green. We're now in the yellow. Do I approach that corner while we're in the yellow? I think no, because I've already exposed myself to that corner. So I have all of the enemies in the aggro list. They can aggro, it's just a matter of whether they will. So we're going to clear this one. I do think that right now I'm actually just going to be fishing to clear as much as possible on this save and not worry about the fact that I am... Okay. It's fine. I'm a little concerned that he's going to walk away now because he was behaving very weirdly there. But it looks like we're fine. You're in the yellow. And you're going to stay in the yellow. We're just popping into this corner. This is fine. So, we pop into this corner. The enemy gets however close they're going to get. Unfortunately, I don't have eyes on them. So, I won't know if they like get into this corner. Actually, I can just stand right in this corner. That'll tell me. Alright, we can hit you from here. So we clear this Storm Titan. With the Storm Titan down, we can continue trying to pull from that direction. Okay, that Storm Titan is down. We have a normal Titan just chilling at the end of that road now. What time is it? It's 3:49. We have 37% clearance. And we're going to see... Fuck. We might die here. Okay, we didn't die yet. I wasn't expecting that one to be right there. We're still in the yellow. We might still die here. We're no longer in the yellow. We should be fine. Okay, unfortunately, we lost the Titan in the back, so we have just the Storm Titan here. Which sucks. I would love to have both. I want both of them pulled. It does look like that might be that one. So I think we're running out of enemies from this portion of the dungeon. So you're just going to rotate into that same corner as everybody else did, or are you going to rotate into a weird position? You're somewhere around here. That scared the shit out of me. If that was a Sparks, I might have died. Okay. So, that is down. We're up to almost 40%. We have a Titan at the end here. We can just aggro. And we wait until they get into the yellow, at which point we just dive around the corner, we wait a couple more seconds, and then we just book it. Because the Titans, unlike the Dragons, seem to consistently keep chasing me as long as they're in the yellow. The Dragons just wander off. The Titans don't wander off that way. They get confused sometimes, but they don't just like decide to stop chasing me. So this enemy should be clearable. We should be in good shape. Once we've cleared this enemy, I think we might have cleared that whole section. Where are you? Shit, you didn't walk off. Where are you? You did walk off. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Fuck. I thought you were locked in, buddy. That scared the bejesus out of me. Where the fuck are you going? Okay, I'm gonna go into this corner instead. Okay, that worked better for you. Yeah, I think that which corner you need is dependent on whether they lean left or lean right. We're going to approach this corner because we've established this corner is easier to pull them from. I think that we maybe avoid this room, or maybe we go to this room. Okay, I'm going to wait a second. I'm not actually going to wait a second. We're going to run like hell immediately. Okay. Okay. You are still approaching. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I think maybe our best bet will actually be this room, because this room has a bunch of those pillar things in them. So if we can use this room, we can maybe kill a shit ton of dragons all at once. And that'll be great. I thought that I had at least like 2 or 3 saves in me. This is really rough. Like, I was thinking, okay, I probably have, like, enough food for 4 saves, so we're probably going to be in a pretty chill position. And then it's like, oh, wait, you can save once past hitting 0? Ooh, that's not optimal. That's way less. 1 is way, way less than 4. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was fully golden here. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. I'm realizing that I'm probably gonna get into the yellow from these, but apparently not. So nobody in this direction. The only people in this direction are pretty far away. I'm gonna see if I can get this room aggroed without aggroing the Titans. It looks like I am gonna aggro the Titans when I do that. Somebody just summoned. I don't love that. What are you doing summoning? My percentage just dropped. Who summoned? Nobody hit me. Oh, shit. What is the other things that can summon? Okay, those are not actually coming to me. Ugh, God, without Wizard Eye. I have to gauge this without Wizard Eye. Ooh, this is rough. Aggroing those was a mistake. Shit. Okay, so we're going to pull these to here. I need to get into this room. That's the room that is going to be sort of the make or break point for me here. Unfortunately, we don't have a save before I go in that room. So we're potentially just going to have to risk it for the biscuit and all that stuff. So we'll see. That is probably my best opportunity, though, to make this work. We have so much exploration going on no saving, which is pretty rough. Because we have to clear everything that we've cleared so far. We have to clear it again if we want to explore the space. There isn't like a go down path A or go down path B. It's go down path A until you can get to path B. Until you get to paths B, C, E, and D, you know? Like, I think that it's going to be hard to lock you in on this side. I think it's easier to lock you in on the other side. So we're going to try to go over here and see if you just lock in nice and casual. You sure do. Maybe? You sure as hell do. Yeah, I think if an enemy doesn't lock in on the first side, if you just bait an attack and then run by, you're probably golden. Okay, we're at 40% exactly. Please tell. Do I have? I gotta have. Can I eat the peacock feather? Peacock feather. Feathers are edible, right? You can derive calories out of feathers, right? Let's see. These versions of the Widow Weep's berries do not count. They don't count. Okay. We have that enemy over there that's going to be causing problems for me. You can eat ogre ears. Well, the funny thing is that we have a bunch of MM8 stuff. Specifically, we have a bunch of MM8 Widowweep's berries, which we can't eat. The only reason we can't eat those berries is because they're from Might and Magic 8. Might and Magic 6 and 7 berries can both be eaten. I am going to go a little crazy here. We're dead. I did not realize that these dragons were all going to be right in the center here. So... I'm going to pee, and then I'm going to figure out what I want to do next. Give me a second. We back. Okay. So, what are we doing here? I don't know. I think actually what I'm going to do, we've now, I'm going to actually do something that's technically cheating. We're going to wait till dawn. That was an insanity proc. Okay. So, I think we have to do the other dungeon first. I hate to say it because we've spent an entire stream making this save happen, and this save is a save that we could finish, but we could only finish it if we had about 24 hours extra. So, the strategy we would go about for finishing this, right, is actually fairly simple. From here, we rotate down to here, and we pull all of the random bullshit, right? We pull the stuff here. We do not go up. We do not go north here. We go west here. We grab these titans. We pull them back. We kill them here. We go up here. We grab whatever's in this intersection. We pull them back. We kill them here. We go up. We kill. We go up. We kill. We go up. We kill until we reach 65%. That's a thing that I think we can do. I don't think that there's anything that's going to stop us from doing that except hitting 3 o'clock and dying. That's what's going to end the run, is that we're going to hit 3 o'clock and we're going to die. And that's not something that's going to be changed. Which means that this save isn't going to work. We just don't have time for it. Hypothetically, we could get a little bit of extra time on the pulls, but it's going to take a lot of time to test and do shenanigans with it. There's going to be a huge amount of reloading that's going to be involved. Like, if I'm looking to get this pull done within the time limit that I have right now, what I'm looking to do is aggro everything that I've got right now, pull all of them at the same time, drag them all over here, drag them all to here, drag them all to here, and drag them in. This part doesn't matter. Once we get them to here, we can drag them here, no problem, because they're in the yellow the whole way. But that's what needs to happen. The issue with that is that that's going to entail a lot of deaths, because when the enemies split, which they inevitably do, I'm going to have to dick around in a place where I'm risking getting an attack thrown at me, and if a single attack comes at me, I automatically die. So none of the attacks can... Well, that's not true. Like, there's like a... Depending on what spell it casts, it might cast as sparks and not kill me. It might use a mind blast, which I can dodge. It's a psychic shock, not a mind blast, but I can dodge a psychic shock. Like, those things can be dodged, and I can hear while it's incoming whether it's dodgeable or not, which is convenient. But I don't think it's reasonable to do that, is the issue. I don't think that's reasonable to do. I would much prefer to just do it slow and steady, and honestly, I'd prefer to just have some more saves. So I think that what we're going to do right now is we're going to treat this run as dead. This is dead. Not the sorry. the run isn't dead. Sorry, I should clarify. This save, I think, is dead. The run is still alive. We've actually got a proof of concept here that I'm very happy with, because this proof of concept demonstrates that I should, in theory, be able to clear this dungeon. This dungeon, I can clear this. It's going to be... We have enough food, we have enough resources, we have enough stuff. What we don't have enough of is time. Because I do think that I could safely do all of this on one save. I don't think I need more than one save for this. I could safely do all of this. It just takes too much time, and we don't have the time to do it. So what I'm looking to do on the next file is, before I run out of food, I need to clear every dragon from here, and I need to get access to here freely. I need free access to this room and free access to this room. Unfortunately, free access to this room doesn't make our lives as much easier as you'd think. We maybe don't even need to do this part honestly, before we start making pulls. Maybe we just start making pulls and don't worry about it, but I would prefer to have this cleared because this adds some uncertainty to everything to have this room in play. And then we just start pulling. We just pull, we just pull, we just pull, we just keep pulling until we run out of stuff to pull. And hopefully when we run out of stuff that we know how to pull very casually, hopefully I have a save. Because then I can do some testing on how to handle other things. So, but my thinking is that I can probably rotate over here, get to here, grab everything from up here, grab all these. There's some enemies over here. I don't think there's anybody in the room with the perfect bow. The perfect bow room might be something I can pull things into. Even I might be able to use this as a secondary room like this. I know that it's a weirdly designed room in some ways. But unfortunately, we have 30 minutes left, and I can't do anything meaningful with 30 minutes. I don't think. I need to progress through the temple. I guess I could probably get to my first save in the temple. I'm not going to clear the temple today, but maybe I can get to my first save in the temple. Do I want to do that or not? Yeah, let's make a few attempts on the temple. So the goal with the temple is we're just going to be trying to clear it within 2 days. We have plenty of time to clear that. That's not a problem. This is not going to be a time-consuming dungeon. This is just going to be a hard dungeon. So my guess is that we're going to make one save while we're in the yellow. I need to figure out how I'm going to deal with the enemies on the bottom. I'm not going to... Am I going to solve that problem in 30 minutes? Probably not, right? I'm probably not solving that problem in 30 minutes. So do I want to try a different setup? And make some attempts at a different setup that gets me the stuff that isn't down there. I feel like the stuff down there is more important as well, because there's just such a huge amount of stuff down here. There's a huge amount of enemies down there. So I'm going to potentially struggle to get to 65% without clearing any of them.
This'll be fun.
And I kind of feel like clearing any enemies in that area is similar to clearing all of them in terms of difficulty. If I stand here, they can hit me with both types of projectiles from a wide variety of locations. These are not hitting me anymore for some reason. Okay, now they're hitting me again. Let's see. But yeah, once I figure out how to utilize the invisible wall to my advantage, I should be fine. But I don't know. I'm potentially gonna struggle a lot here, if we're being honest. I don't know how this is gonna be made workable, because they do shoot through the invisible wall. They just don't walk through it unless they do. Wait, no, they don't shoot through the invisible wall, right? No, it's weirder than that. Whoa, hello. Okay. So you just walked right in. So if I put this on double speed and just hold A, if I was using ranged attacks, I could just kill everything here. It might not matter. We might be able to clear by just putting it on double speed and waiting for enemies to leak in. Okay, that ended badly for me. So if I walk off the elevator, they won't approach me still. Like they've got a weird setup here. This is a weird setup. We open this, we jump down. Okay, we take some falling damage, which is surprising. I can't actually... That was disorienting me. Like, going up at double speed was disorienting me. So, as long as I'm on the elevator, I seem to be safe. I'm gonna go to here. Did I not aggro them yet? Is that what's happening? Okay, they are just going to be attacking me if I'm here. So that's... I don't think that standing in the center there is necessarily going to help me too much.
This'll be fun.
Maybe it could. Maybe it will. We'll see. These were already in position, but yeah, others are also moving in. So I don't think that that's going to work. They are willing to attack me from positions similar to that.
What lies ahead?
Oh man, putting that on double speed was a mistake. I've now given myself a headache. Not optimal. Let's see here. That's not true. I had a probably a level 0 migraine, and it's now pumped up to like level 0.2. Migraines are weird. It's like I can tell day to day whether I'm prone to having a migraine on that particular day. So, it seems to me that nobody's aggro yet. If I walk off of this, I'm no longer safe. And I have to walk forward quite considerably to hit the enemies. And that did just rotate through, so... I don't know. But I did just give myself a migraine. I think I'm probably going to end here, because that will allow me to look away from the screen for a while. So that room is going to require... Let's just exit out of the game. We'll put this on just camera for a second while we think about that. So we have two different pseudo block points for the enemies in that location. So we have the exterior one, where they usually will not walk through it, but they sometimes do. And we have the interior one, which is... They don't feel like they have line of sight if you are on the elevator, so they will not fire projectiles at you while you're on the elevator, period. So as long as I'm on the elevator, I'm safe, but I'm not in range to hit the enemies. So I think what I'm going to need to do, and this is a task that I think will be very doable for tomorrow, unless it's not, because it's actually way harder than I'm anticipating, is I think that what we're looking for is to aggro everything from upstairs, and then not just aggro everything from upstairs, but make everything that's upstairs move into the room past their point where they think that they should be moving. And if we funnel everything into that little alcove and then go down the elevator, there's an invisible wall that protects me but doesn't protect them, and they're in range to hit pretty consistently. So I think that that's the goal. The goal is to funnel everybody into that center room, and then once everybody's funneled into the center room, we can just use that as a kill zone. Once we've done that, I believe we've established that the entryway is safe to save as soon as we've cleared the two bottoms of those pits. So, I think that we'll be able to do that. That'll probably be 20 to 30% of the dungeon cleared, and it'll allow us to save after basically every pull. And I think that that is going to work. I think that that's just a fully going to work. So, I think that's going to be it for today. So, thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure streaming for you today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow, where we will probably finish this and then start attempts. Is it tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow's Friday. Where we will do attempts on this, and I think we probably are going to clear this fairly quickly. I think I'm right. I think that that's going to work as a strategy. Because they're able to go into that room, I think that that's going to work. We established that like 3 of them walked into that room. I think it'll be fine. It might be a pain in the ass. Some of them are going to blink out of the room. We saw one of the 3 left the room because it teleported out. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It shouldn't take too long. I'm guessing it'll take an hour to clear that dungeon, and then we move on to the doing the Titan dungeon again. And the Titan dungeon just requires a little bit more time and a little bit more food. It just requires more time, basically. So the food would be helpful. Like, having an extra save there wasn't necessary, but having an extra save there would have allowed us to get an extra day out of it at any rate. So that's going to be it. And I'll see you again tomorrow when we'll be doing Silk Song, because Silk Song's coming out tomorrow. Later, folks.